is Travis Higginbotham. I'm the R&D manager at Battlefield Farms. We were asked to participate in this panel to kind of explain the process that we are going through with becoming more environmentally friendly. And so I kind of want to walk you through what we've done the past 5 years. At Battlefield, we saw what was happening in Europe 5 years ago and decided to take the initiative and to try and become as environmentally friendly and sustainable as we could. So we partnered up and became registered with NPS. I'm not going to go into too much detail with NPS since Hartide's here, but I would like to explain a little bit about their ABC program. That's what we're involved in. In regard to CPA usage, they categorize each individual active ingredient with a color code. Okay, and these color codes go in progression from white to red. So it's white, green, amber, and red being most severe, and white having barely any impact on the environment. And so with that in mind, I want to show you in 2010, after our first year with NPS, you can kind of see the crop CPA usage that we had and the active ingredients we were using based on their toxicity with those color codes. In the 5 years after 2010, we've been able to, with the help of NPS, to completely change the way that we view IPM and change our strategy in order to become more environmentally friendly. There's many benefits of becoming NPS certified. We wanted to do this. We didn't really know where to start. We needed some help. We needed some guidance. NPS is an international leader. They allow to connect every link in the chain from breeder to grower to retailer. So pretty much all of our bases were covered. And overall, they allowed us to have reachable goals in order to pursue overall what we wanted to environmentally. One of the main questions I get asked a lot is, did it cost more? And to be quite honest, if you approach it with the right mindset and you seek guidance from an environmental certificate, it's equaled out for us pretty much. But something I do want to point out is that we have had a lot of time costs. We've had to reprioritize the way we use our time in our growing system. And so you can see kind of in 2010, there was a decent amount of learning, prevention, but mainly we scouted, and if we saw pests, we treated, especially using systemic pesticides. It usually worked out for us with traditional growing methods. But in the 5 years after that, we have learned, trying to integrate more biological controls, that we really have to understand the science behind the biology of a lot of these new products in order to be sustainable. And so we've had to reprioritize our time. We've had to have our educated growers take time out of their day, listen to professionals, trial and error a lot of these products, and that has been a major cost for us in that respect. But overall, we've been able to reprioritize how we do this, and we spend a decent amount learning, preventing, scouting, and then treating. So it's worked out well for us. I also want to point out we have invested, you can't really see it too well, but a pulse fogger, something that we were able to kind of step back and look at when trying to go down this route was ultimate coverage with how we were applying chemicals. When we were applying, how we were applying, why, and ultimately with the prevention strategies that you need to use the biologicals to be as effective as they possibly can, we need maximum coverage. And so we found, you can kind of see through my little animation here, with traditional hydraulic spraying, unless you're using systemics, a lot of time the chemicals have to be directly in contact with the pest. And so your coverage is mainly on top and you're missing a lot of the plant. And so we found that to be very inefficient. And when trying to do a lot of preventative measures, we found that going with the pulse fogger, we were almost completely had 100% coverage. And so if you think about this for a minute, we're not only getting the top and bottom of the leaf, we're getting cracks in the concrete, slits in the shade cloth, holes in the fan, and prevention really is key with a lot of these different biologicals. With the learning that we've done at Battlefield, we've been able to embrace other products. I'm not sure if many of you have heard of this one. This is BDS, Biological Defense Systems. The creator of this, her name is Dr. Allison Justice. What this is it's a breeding kit of 4 different species of nematodes that growers can use in-house. Right now, there's one main species on the market, SF, Steinernema filleti, if I'm saying that right. And that's what I consider the market standard right now, because that is an effective nematode that is considered white with NPS. It has no environmental impact. But she has been able to integrate 4 species that attack 3 different pests at multiple temperature ranges, and you inoculate a host in-house, you extract the nematodes at their most effective levels, effective juvenile stage. And I wanted to point this out because the more we're learning, the more we're able to make this even more efficient than we thought it could be, and more effective.